One of the issues I have all the time is ordering a coffee. My friends will go to Starbucks, you know, because that's what white people do. They love Starbucks. And they're like, let me get like a double frappuccino mocha latte with kale chips on top or some shit. When I go up there, I'm like, can I get a café con leche? They tell me, do you want a latte? And I'm like, is that a café con leche? And they're like, it's got milk and espresso. And I'm like, yeah, give me that. And it's so bad. How do you mess up a café con leche that bad?
Because you're ordering a café con leche from a place that doesn't make café con leche.
Dunkin' Donuts makes café con leches.
A time that I was too Latina was probably when I was living in LA, and I would go for the hug or I would go for the kiss, and I swear to you, their whole entire world would start shaking, and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm saying hi, and they're like, no, 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 and they would like put out their hand, and every time I would meet somebody who was Latina or Latino, it was like, thank God, and I would give them a hug, and it was like, just back home for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. And then they think I'm like a dirtbag, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not, I just want to say hi.
I was on a cruise. You know, I was talking to people, music was playing, people were dancing. And then at some point, a song I've never heard comes on, the Cupid Shuffle. It's like one of those like songs that recite the dance moves, and I was so confused because immediately after that song came on, all the white people in the room stood up, moved to the dance floor, and just started doing everything like completely in sync. I was just like, what is happening? I felt so just not in the right place.
People, you know, in Miami are always speaking Spanish, etc., and no one thinks that I speak Spanish. Every time I'm at the grocery store, it's always like, I know she just wants me to speak Spanish. I know she speaks Spanish. Should I help her out? Because it always inevitably leads to like shock and awe. Sometimes they call other people over and they're like, pero tú sabías. Okay, and then I'm just like, no, I gotta go. Like, I can't be here any longer. I'm really sorry. Like, I will be back next week, the freak show, and you can, you know, and I just fake it. Gracias, and I leave.
Everybody used to call Southwest South Ref. There was a bunch of people that had just come from Cuba. There were a lot of Spanish speaking, and I was about it because I'm super Cubana, and like, I hear Willie Chirino, and like, I get chills. Like, so I would hear them talking, and I would super jump in the convo, like typical Bao, like, sí, yo también. Sí, mis padres son cubanos. Like, I consider myself Cuban. No, mija, tú naciste aquí. Like, tú no eres cubana. And I would just be like, oh my God, like, I'm not. Like, they don't consider me, like, I am Cuban. Like, my grandma makes arroz con pollo at least, like, once a week. They would just, like, make me feel like the biggest gringa ever.
The whole accent thing. When I am around my tia Cuca, tia Olga, all my tias, oh man, you speak perfect English. Your diction is amazing. I'm like, man, I feel good about myself. The education paid off. And then when I go outside of Miami, it goes to
Or sometimes you get used to saying a word in English too much, kind of forget the word in Spanish, and you start using words in English, like se me perdió el remote. Or you start pronouncing words in Spanish in English, like me picó un mosquito, using the two languages. That happens to you.
I went to school in Ohio, and I was the only Latina. But when I went to college, it was a little bit more diverse, I guess. And I had a group of friends. They were all from Latin America. And I remember going into bars, and as soon as we would walk in, people would be like, oh my God, the Latinas have it right. And they were playing, you know, the typical bar music with the live band, and we would go in and like annoy the DJ. Can you please play that song? Can you please play that Gasolina? We thought we were like exotic in the middle of Ohio, yeah.